We wanted to demystify the lens market because trawling through sample footage really kind of sucks. So we're fixing that by building the tool that I wish I had throughout my entire career, and in a way that has never been done before. So let's get started. We wanted a database list view that worked like a traditional spreadsheet. Hierarchy drop-downs of brands to lens sets to all the individual lenses. That allows for sorting, filtering, resizing, dragging, and hiding to customize this page to exactly what you're looking for. We even offer a card view as a more visual way to explore for both mobile and desktop users, and no matter what view you're in, you can filter and sort technical and character traits. This then leads us on to our biggest feature, our character trait system. This system allows us to define optics if they have cool or warm flares, if the bokeh is creamy or already overcorrected, textured, if there's lots of vignetting, lots of focus breathing, cat's eye, swirl. We take that trait and we categorize each lens based on the strength of that trait. This then allows filmmakers to define down the kind of looks they're after by filtering out lenses that perhaps have character traits that they're not looking for, like textured bokeh versus creamy. All of this before you've even seen our test data. But now let's jump into Browse Looks. The Browse Looks page is by far our most dynamic and explorable page, offering a grid view of every single lens we've ever tested. But what makes this test data so special is our testing methodology. Two of our major tests, known as the interior and exterior scene, has a real subject with multiple different distances that you can select using your left and right arrow keys, as well as every single test has full f-stop control, which you can use your up and down arrow keys to change. This is all made possible with our hybrid media approach, offering both stills and video when it's needed most, as well as a dynamic scaling resolution. But video is here when it's needed, focus pulls, pans, etc. This is all of course sortable and filterable by our character trait system as well as technical filters. Our Browse Looks page also offers the gallery function. This is like frame set for lenses. This allows us to show off more creative results shot with those lenses and lens sets that didn't fit within our more strict test data. But do not mistake, this is not just a gallery function. This has the same controls, being able to add to compare, favorite, filter, and sort like every other page. And if you're still not that impressed, let's head to View and Compare. View and Compare is our next major page, designed to view lenses from 1 to up to 4 lenses back to back with full dynamic scaling and zoomable controls. This page also doubles as the page that you can use to sort and select different lenses immediately, either filtering the sides down to seeing lenses or lens sets. If you really wanna, you can just go on this page and never come off of it. You can do everything you need with our lens test data on this single page. Every lens test gets full f-stop control, a focal length selector and an optical modifier selector. And if we ever reshoot test, there's also an acquisition selector. Now let's quickly talk about our lens detail and lens set pages. You don't necessarily need to visit these pages. They're designed as deep dives into the lenses. The lens detail page gives you everything you need to understand a specific lens, its character traits, technical specs, overview, deep dive videos, and creative results from the community. One unique feature on our lens test selector on these pages is that you can compare up to 10 images back to back of a particular test through every f-stop. The lens set page follows the exact same idea, only it looks at the entire set and all the lenses within it. The main unique feature here is our AI Deep Discovery. It takes all the human written data from the individual lenses and turns it into a quick, comprehensive overview of the entire set and its lens outliers. Our search function is also more than just a keyword searcher, both offering a search and discussion mode to being able to recommend lenses with certain characteristics, flare color, flare density, bokeh texture, any characteristic or optical trait that you can think of. You can ask it and it can try to recommend you based on our factual data on the website. Now we're still not over yet. We've got our tools and some of these are awesome. So let's get started. We also have full, accurate, double frame guides that when applied, they apply on every page, including full screen. And if you're still not that impressed, meet the Acquisition and Format Selector. This allows you to see how a lens renders with different sensors by picking different target formats. You can crop into a lens to see how it renders on a Komodo X, or crop out to see how it renders on an Eterna 55 or even a Venice 65. This also shows you the manufacturer stated image circle, and this is all universal, meaning when you apply a setting on one page, it exists across every page. And going back to that testing methodology, Every single lens we test is being shot on a larger sensor than the original lens was intended to be seen with, meaning you can see the true limitations of that particular optic and its image circle. With our universal arrow keys up and down and left and right to immediately change lenses, change shot sizes, and change f-stop, a universal right-click function that works nearly everywhere across the website, creating one of the fastest ways for videographers, cinematographers, and photographers to discover new lenses. Because we're also doing budget lenses and high-end cinema glass, it appeals to everyone. We're grabbing as many lenses as we can at the moment, and a massive huge thank you for everyone who's currently supported the project, from manufacturers and our current users and customers. We massively appreciate you.